Sermon to Monday night Bible study. We're going to do chapter 16, the Day of Atonement. The Lord spoke to Moses after the death of the two sons of Aaron, who died when they approached the Lord. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell your brother Aaron that he is not to come whenever he chosen to into the most holy place, behind the curtain in front of the atonement cover on the ark, or else he will die. For I will appear in the cloud over the atonement cover." This is how Aaron is to enter the most holy place. He must first bring a young bull for a sin offering, a ram sin, sin offering, and a ram for burnt offering. In front of the ornamental cover of the ark. This is bring a first young bull for a sin offering, a ram for a burnt offering. He will to put on scarlet lawn tunic with lawn undergarments next to his body. He is to tie the lawn sash around him and put on the long turban. These are the scarlet garments, so he must bathe himself with water before he puts them on. From the Israelites community, and 2 male goats for a sin offering, a ram for a burnt offering. Aaron is to offer the bull of his own sin offering to make atonement for himself and his household. Then he is to take 2 goats and present them. Then he is to take 2 goats and present them before the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Welcome to Monday Night Bible Study. Hi. Then he is cast a lot of the 2 goats, one lot for the Lord and the other for scrap goat. Aaron shall bring the goat whose lot falls into the Lord and sacrifice it for a sin offering, but the goat chose by lot as the scrap goat shall be present alive before the Lord to be used to make an atonement by sending into the wilderness as a scrap goat. I'm Blaze Smith. Welcome in, Cody. Aaron shall bring the bull of his own sin offering to make atonement for himself, and he is to take a censer full of burning coals from the altar before the Lord, 2 handfuls of finely ground fragment increase, and take them behind the curtain. He is to put increase on fire before the Lord, and the smoke of the entrance conceal the ornamental cover before the tablets of the covenant law, that so that he will not die. He is to take some of the bull blood with his fingers, sprinkle it on the front of the ornamental cover. Then he shall sprinkle some of it with his finger 7 times before the ornamental cover. He shall then slaughter the goat for the sin offering, for the people take its blood behind the curtain, and do with it as he did with the bull blood. he shall sprinkle it on the ornamental cover in front of it. In the way he will make clean the altar shall bring forward the laver he is laid, and it shall bring forth to laver lie on the head laver in contact with the witness and rebellion of the Israelites all and put the he shall send the goat away in witness in the care of someone to the task. The goat will carry all the sins remote place, and the man shall release it in the wilderness. Take Aaron and fuck. Then Aaron goes into the camp and takes off the iron garment, and he puts on the he into the whole holy place. He is to leave them there, so bathe himself with all to the secretary area. Come out with the sacrifice of burnt offering for himself and the burnt offering for the people to make atonement for himself and for the people. He shall also burn the fat of the sin offering of the altar. The man releases as a scribe goes, wash his clothes with water. Afterward, he made the camp, the bull, and the goat for the sin offerings, whose blood was brought into the most holy place. Ultimate must be taken outside of their hides, flesh, and its things, or to burn up. The man who burns them must wash their clothes and bathe himself with water. Afterward, he may come into the camp. This is lasting ordinance. Ordinance for the 10th day of the 10th month. You must deny yourself and not do any work. Forgetting among you, because torment made for you to cleanse you. Then before the Lord you will clean all the sins. It is a day of Sabbath, or you should not its lasting ordinance, and priest who is an ordained Jesus itself. Break law and make for the most holy place of the and the person member committed ordinance for you to be made for all sins. It was done for command Moses. It's forbidden. Chapter 17. The Lord said to Moses, speak to Aaron and his sons to all and say to them, the Lord has commanded, and any Israelites who sacrifices of a lamb or a goat in the camp outside, instead of bringing it to the entrance to the temple, to present it as an offering to the Lord in the front of the tabernacle of the Lord. That person shall be considered guilty or bloodshed. They have blood on must be taken of their people. These are the Israelites will bring to the Lord sacrifice they are now making in the open fields. They must bring them to the priest, that is, to the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting, and sacrifice to the goat idols, to whom the prostitute themselves. This is to be lasting ordinance for them and for the generations to come. Say to them, any Israelites or any foreigners residing among them who offer a burnt offering or sacrifices and does not bring it to the entrance to the tent of meeting to sacrifice to the Lord, and must be cut off from the people. I will set my face against any Israelites for foreigners residing among them and who eat blood, and I will cut them off from the people who for the life of creature is in the blood. And I have given you to make ornamental for yourself on the altar. It is the blood that is make ornamental for one life. Therefore I said to the Israelites, none of you may eat blood, nor may to the Israelites none any foreigners residing among you to eat blood. Any Israelites or any foreigners residing among you who hurts an animal or bird may eat, must drain out the blood, cover it with earth, because the life of every creature is its blood. That is why I have said to the Israelites, you must not eat any blood of any creature, because the life of any creature's blood, any one it must be cut off. Anyone, whether nature born of forest, anything found dead or torn by wild animals, wash their clothes and bathe with water, they will be certainly unclean until evening. Then they will be clean, but if they do not wash their clothes and bathe themselves, they will be held responsible. Chapter 18. Unlawful sexual relations. The Lord said to Moses, speak to the Israelites and say to them, I am the Lord of their God. You must not do as they do in Egypt. You must where you used to live, and you must not do as they do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you. Do not follow their practices. You must obey my laws. Be careful to follow my decrees. I am your Lord God. Keep my decrees and laws for the person who obeys them will live by them. I am the Lord. No one is to approach any close relative to have sexual relations. I am the Lord. Do not dishonor your father having sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother. Do not have relations with her. Do not have relations with your father's wife, that who did not dishonor your father. Do not have sexual relations with your sister, father, daughter of your mother, daughter, whether she is born in the same home or elsewhere. Do not have sexual relations with your son's daughter that would dishonor you. Do not have sexual relations with the daughter of your father's wife, sister. Do not have sexual relations with your father's sister, your father's relative. Do not dishonor their brother by approaching his wife. Sexual, she is your aunt. Do not have sexual relations with your daughters-in-law. She is your son's wife. Do not have sexual relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife. That will dishonor your brother. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman or her daughter. Do not have sexual relations with either your son's daughter or daughter's daughter. They are close or her close relative that is evicted. Do not have sexual relations your wife's sister as a revival wife, and have sexual relations with while the wife is living. Do not have sexual relations. Do not take your wife's sister as your beloved wife, and do not approach a woman to have sexual relations during the cleanness of her monthly period. Do not have sexual relations with your neighbor's wife and defile yourself with her. Do not have sexual. Do not give any of your children to sacrifice to Moloch for yourself, and thus not profane the name of God. I am the Lord. Do not have sexual relations with a man has with a woman that is disabled. Do not have sexual relations with an animal and defile yourself with it. A woman must not present with herself to an animal to have sexual relations with it. That is a prohibition. Do not foul yourself of any ways, because this is how nations that I am going to drive you out before you became defiled. Even the land was defiled, so I punished it for its sins. The land vomit out of the inhabitants, but they must keep my decrees and my laws, and nature born. The forage residing among you must do not anything these disabled things, for these things were done by the people who lived in the land before you, and the land became defiled, and must defile the land if it will vomit you out, vomit out the nations that were before you. And one who does any of the disabled things, such persons must cut from their people, keep my requirements, and do not follow any of the disabled customs you were practiced before you came. Do not defile yourself with them. I am the Lord of God. God bless.